Tokyo, COVID cases have surged more than 155% in the last week. At least 91 people there for the Olympics have tested positive so far. And now protesters are ramping up their calls for the games to be canceled entirely. Let's go to ABC's Kenneth Moten live in Tokyo for more on this. Kenneth, good morning. Good evening to you. The U.S. gymnastics team is now staying in a hotel rather than in the Olympic Village, saying they feel like they can control the athletes and their safety better there. Is there a general feeling that there's not enough being done within the Olympic Village?
That is safe to say, Diane. I can't talk to these athletes, but I know that from these actions of literally moving from the Olympic Village to a hotel, that says a lot right there. We know that when it comes to the surge of coronavirus cases, it is concerning. It's concerning to the people of Tokyo. It's concerning to the 11,000 athletes who will make their way into this country over the next 2 weeks. It's concerning to those who are connected to these games, considering that more than 90 positive cases since July 1st have happened when it comes to Tokyo 2020. And so what we've seen here is, yes, the U.S. Team USA Gymnastics, they moved to a hotel from the Olympic Village because of some of the positive cases that happened there in the Olympic Village. They believe that they're able to control their environment, their situation better there, and keep themselves safe as well. Even Simone Biles spoke out about it and says, look, we feel like we'll be safer here. And again, 80% of the 11,000 athletes are fully vaccinated. And with the variants and breakthrough cases, there's still major concerns, even if you're fully vaccinated. And so we do know that there's still that major concern, considering that Tokyo has seen a 6-month high, Diane. We are at 2,000 cases a day here in this capital city.
And First Lady Jill Biden is leading a presidential delegation to the Olympics. What's on her schedule while she's there, and how is she staying safe?
Well, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden has been pretty busy since she touched down here today in Tokyo. Actually, when she flew into Tokyo, you asked how she's staying safe. Well, also exercising, still social distancing and other COVID protocols. But she actually took a COVID test on the plane from Washington after making a pit stop in Alaska. She touched down here in Tokyo, had dinner with the Prime Minister and his wife. We understand that as she leads this U.S. diplomatic delegation, she will attend the opening ceremonies, but she's also expected to meet with Team USA athletes. She's expected to go to some games as well during her 3-day stay on the ground here in Tokyo.
And the opening ceremony is less than 24 hours away now, Kenneth. What can we expect from that?
Well, we know in the past we've seen very vibrant, full of life opening ceremonies throughout the Olympics history. This will be different, and that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone because of this pandemic. We heard from Tokyo 2020 officials. We've heard from them every single day, but especially today, they made a point to say that this will not be a festival, that this will be a solemn occasion delivering this message of togetherness, but they will try to put on somewhat of a show again, but it won't be a show like we've seen before when it comes to the Olympics, because they realize how unpopular these games are here in Tokyo, here in Japan. They realize that we're in the middle of this pandemic, but they want to show this recovery from this pandemic and show that we're still recovering from the pandemic, but that we're all in this together. Again, it won't be that vibrant show that we've seen in the past. Also, when it comes to this, 11,000 athletes, you won't see all of those athletes parading through the opening ceremonies. We're actually expecting about half of that, and for the obvious reason of they want to make sure not all the athletes will even be in the country at the time, but they want to make sure they keep these athletes social distance, follow the protocols to keep them safe.
And I know you've gotten to see some of Team USA's training sessions, Kenneth. How are the athletes dealing with all of this? Because just being at the Olympics is stressful enough.
Right, exactly. There's no doubt they're trying to block it all out and block out any distractions. They're used to blocking out distractions, but COVID-19 is not a distraction. It's a serious virus, and they know that their health is important, is our priority, especially as they compete. And so that's on their mind. It's definitely stressful for them. You mentioned, Diane, that I went and saw some training today from Team USA Gymnastics. Diane, can I get a little country on you, a little South Carolina country on you, and say,
bring it.
Woo! They were incredible. Those women are so daggone talented. I mean, watching them, I was at awe. I couldn't post any videos and pictures. I don't know if you follow me on social media, Diane. You do. I like to post sometimes.
I don't know if he'll follow you.
I could not post anything because, right, yeah, you do. And when it comes to this, we have to, follow some strict rules. And the rules say I cannot post the video. I cannot, and I wanted to. I wanted to very badly. Maybe I will on August 9th when this is all over. But I will say, watching Simone Biles, watching her teammates practice there, train, it was remarkable. And I think that's what Olympic officials really hope will happen once these games start, that kind of people will take their minds off the fact that we're in this pandemic, that we're seeing this surge in coronavirus cases, and you will see that it is all about those athletes and what they've trained so hard for. And watching them, I just will never, ever forget it. It's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. My first time at the Olympics. Again, can't wait to post that video and those pictures. I saw Simone Biles, Diane. That's a big deal.
I am jealous. I have to admit, I am jealous. Our resident reporter and cheerleader, Kenneth Moten in Tokyo. We appreciate it, Kenneth. Thanks.
And resident country boy.
Oh, that too. Absolutely.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.